In a shocking turn of events, a man armed with an AK-47 attempted to assassinate former President Donald Trump at his golf club. This incident, which unfolded on September 15, 2024, has left many stunned and questioning the motives behind such an extreme act. While Trump was enjoying a day on the greens, Ryan Wesley Routh, a 58-year-old from North Carolina, was lurking nearby, leading to a tense confrontation that would capture national attention. How did this happen? What drove Routh to such drastic measures? Let's dive deeper into who Ryan Wesley Routh is and the events that transpired that fateful day. Ryan Wesley Routh's story begins long before the golf course incident. Born and raised in North Carolina, Routh has a long history of run-ins with the law that dates back to the 1990s. His criminal activities include a range of charges from possession of a weapon of mass destruction to resisting arrest. Perhaps one of the most notable incidents occurred in 2002 when he was involved in a police standoff, showcasing a pattern of behavior that hinted at deeper issues. After years of legal troubles, Routh moved to Hawaii in 2017, where he attempted to turn his life around by starting a construction business aimed at helping homeless individuals. However, despite these efforts to reform, his darker past seemed to loom large, eventually leading him back into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Now let's set the scene for the incident on September 15th, 2024. On that day, Trump was enjoying a leisurely round of golf at his West Palm Beach club, blissfully unaware of the danger that was lurking just a few hundred yards away. Meanwhile, Routh, armed with an AK-47 and a GoPro camera, presumably to document his actions, was making his way toward the golf course. The Secret Service, ever vigilant, spotted Routh when he was approximately 300 to 500 yards away from Trump, triggering immediate alarm. As Routh approached, the situation escalated quickly. The Secret Service fired shots in an attempt to neutralize the threat, prompting Routh to flee in his vehicle. However, his escape was short-lived. He was captured shortly thereafter, leading to a flurry of questions about how someone could plot such a brazen act. In the aftermath of the incident, Trump's campaign quickly reassured the public of his safety, with Trump himself declaring, "I will never surrender." His response was characteristic of his defiant persona, aiming to project strength in the face of adversity. But what motivated Routh to attempt such a violent act? As of now, his exact motives remain unclear. Interestingly, Routh's political affiliations are puzzling. He has donated to both Democratic and Republican candidates in the past, and he even voted for Trump. This contradictory political history raises questions about what could have driven him to take such drastic action. Was it a personal vendetta, a moment of insanity, or something more complex? As the investigation unfolds, speculation runs rampant. Some theorists suggest that Routh's mixed political affiliations might indicate a deeper internal conflict, a struggle between his beliefs and the reality he faced. Others wonder if it was simply a case of someone who felt disenfranchised and resorted to violence as a means of expression. Regardless of the motive, one thing is clear: this incident has sent shockwaves through the nation and reignited discussions about political violence and mental health. Political reactions to the incident have been swift and severe. Key figures including President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have condemned the attack, emphasizing that the violence has no place in America. Their statements reflect a collective sentiment that transcends party lines. Regardless of political affiliation, the safety of public figures must be upheld. The public reaction has been equally polarized, with social media exploding with a mix of outrage, disbelief, and even some who sought to downplay the severity of the incident. Comments ranged from calls for stricter gun control measures to arguments defending the right to bear arms, illustrating the divisive nature of the discourse surrounding this event. As we recap the key points discussed, it's evident that the Ryan Wesley Routh incident has raised more questions than answers. Who is Routh really? What drove him to attempt to assassinate a former president? And what does this say about our society's current state? As the investigation continues to unfold, the nation watches closely, wondering what drives a man to such extremes. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the fragile line that exists between political discourse and violent action. In closing, I encourage you to share your thoughts on this incident. What do you think motivated Ruth? How should we respond to such acts of violence in our political landscape? Feel free to comment below and share this video to spread awareness. As we navigate these turbulent times, it's essential to engage in meaningful conversations about the issues that affect us all. Thank you for watching, and let's keep the dialogue going.